Good morning, Dr. Herman Stanberry. Dr. Herman? Dr. Herman? Okay.
Good morning. How you doing?
I am good. How are you?
I am blessed.
Good.
Good morning, Dr. Stanberry. Oh my God, it's been a month of Sundays.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. I'm
So
looking
good to
forward to
have
the
you
meeting
join us
today.
this morning.
All you guys are looking good.
Thank you. Hey, Tila. Hey, my Tila. Tila? I see that little hand. Is that? Oh, no, that was no. Tila? Okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Hey, Tila.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Great to see everybody.
Good to see you. Well, good to have you here. I can't see you, but that's okay because I know
I'm
what you look
I'm
like.
I'm working on that. I'm working on
Okay.
that.
Hey, hey, Tamiko. Hey, Tamiko. Tamiko.
Hey, good morning. I'm sorry, I was trying to unmute. Good to see everyone.
Good. I know. We're starting out the new year. We didn't have a meeting last month because Kim was a little bit under the weather, but so this is like a new year for us.
Awesome. Do I need to do a introduction of where I'm
Not yet.
from?
Not yet.
Not yet. Gotcha.
Okay, right. And then you know what, Tamiko? I'm gonna later on. I'm gonna send you an email. I mean, not an email. I'm gonna send you a text message about something else that's going on. Okay.
Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Appreciate
Cool.
that.
Cool beans on that. Hey, Kelly Jones. Yay, she's back.
Good morning, everyone. I am back. Good to be here.
Yay. And I hope you're feeling well. Okay, well, we're going to get this party started. So, other people that are coming, we'll just get them later on. So, good morning, everybody. And I just want to say welcome and a happy new year. Like I just said, we didn't have our meeting last month because Kim was a little bit under the weather. So this is the first meeting that we're going to have for the new year. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you for joining our Zoom party. I am Lion Suzette Logan, Director of Resource Development for the National Provider Network LAN 53, which is sponsored by Family to Family, the Illinois chapter of the Federation for Children's Mental Health, and Happy Black History Month. So, to tell you just a little bit about the National Provider Network, we strive to bridge the gap between people and resources, bringing together organizations. Hold on a minute here. Something is I got to click on here. Okay, yeah. Bringing together organizations, schools, and agencies to support the community, local and national. We are a professional network aimed at breaking down and erasing barriers to education, health, physical and mental, and supporting economic stability for youth and their families. Locally, the National Provider Network LAN 53 represents youth and their families in the townships of Bloom, Brennan, Rich, and Thornton. And each month, the National Provider Network works towards the goal of increasing access to educational and mental health by highlighting innovative services, programs, and presenters who address mental health well-being, social emotional learning, educational services, along with economic and community development. So I would just like to say thank you, everyone, for being here today. And we have a dynamic speaker who is an author that's going to be talking to us today. But before we get to her, what I'd like to do is have people introduce themselves, and then we will carry on from there. So I will call on you to introduce yourself and just give a brief introduction, who you are, where you're from, whatever. So the first person that I'd like to call on is Kara Wright.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Kara Wright. I am a part of the UIC Permanency Enhancement Project team. I'm working with Dr. Geiger and a fellow research assistant, Zach. So yeah, I'm excited. I started this position about a month ago. So this is my first LAN 53 meeting. It's nice to meet everyone.
Well, welcome, baby. We're glad that you're here.
Yeah.
And we want to thank Dr. Geiger because she always sends us excellent people. Next person up is Kathleen McGowan.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kathleen. I'm the outreach coordinator with the Cook County Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force.
Welcome, Kathleen.
Thank you.
Okay, so next up we have, oh God, Jay Neely. Did I say that right? Girl, please straighten me out.
It's just Deja.
Okay, next up we have Deja Neely. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, everyone. I'm happy to be here. My name is Deja Neely. I am the new community liaison here at the Lincoln Option Center. Of course, connected through our CEO, Dr. Green. So this is my first meeting as well, because like I said, I just got here, but I'm excited to be in future meetings and make connections with you all. So.
Well, welcome, Dejay. Welcome, baby. Welcome. And this is our Zoom party. We do it once a month, so it'll be all good and you'll have excellent connections. So anyway, welcome. Okay. So just sit back and enjoy.
You.
All right. If you have any questions, you could just, speak up, raise your little hand. Okay. Next up, we have our speaker who's going to be talking today, but she's just going to introduce herself, just a little bit about her, and she'll tell you more later on. Miss Marlo Ingram.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Marlo Ingram. I'm the author of the book Scarred. And I just do a lot of different things. I'm in ministry and I love to volunteer and help out and do, whatever I can to assist others.
Okay, well, whatever you can, we're going to listen to you later on when you talk about your book. And we are so happy that you're here for Black History Month. All right, next up, we have my girl, Maureen. Hey, Maureen Hall. Maureen, you want to introduce yourself? Take yourself off of mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
I'm sorry. Good morning, everyone. How's it going?
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Maureen from Premier Treatment and Counseling Services. We offer outpatient mental health counseling and substance use treatment for adolescents and adults. So I'm just happy to be here.
And we're happy to have you, girl. Next up, we have Miss Tanya Brown.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday Eve. I am Tanya Brown. I work for Lara Beta Children's Advocacy Center, where we provide services to children and families that experience some type of abuse. And we also do training and outreach in schools and in the community.
So happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Happy. Next up, we have Gia Washington.
All right. Oops. Good morning. I'm Gia Washington. Oops. Am I frozen? Okay.
No, you're good. Well,
Okay.
Your picture went away, but you're still good.
All righty. Well, I'm Gia Washington. I'm with Sertoma Star Services. We're an agency that works with people who have mental health challenges as well as people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. I'm with our community outreach and education department, and so we provide trainings surrounding mental health topics to the community. Happy to be here.
Well, and happy to have you. Next up, we have Kristen Hadley.
I'll come back later.
Kristen Hadley. Kristen. Okay, we'll come back to Kristen.
Back later.
And we'll go.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Hey, Kristen, how are you?
Sorry about that. My name is Kristen Hatley. I'm the founder of Island My Club with CP and ADHD Networking Group. We are a networking group that is under the umbrella of Family to Family for Children Mental Health, and I'm over the Disability Advocacy Department for Family to Family.
Well,
And I'm happy to be here.
and we are happy to have you. Thank you, Kristen. Next up, we have Eve Williams. Eve.
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Eve Williams. I am the CCBHC Project Director for the Lincoln Option Center, and I work with Dr. Twin Green, and we offer services for mental health and substance use treatment, as well as we have a doula program and offer services to veterans.
Thank you so much for being here, you and your coworker, DJ. Thank
Yes.
you. Welcome to
Thank you.
Absolutely. Welcome to you. I heard about Dr. Twin Green, and I had reached out to her a while ago, but you know what? We are so happy that you're here. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
You're welcome, darling. Next up, we have Dr. Herman Stanberry. I'm sorry, Dr. Herman Stanberry.
Good morning, everyone. Good to be here. My name is Herman Stanberry. I'm the president of United Evangelistic Consultant Association. Thank you.
Well, welcome, Dr. Stanberry. Glad to have you here. Next up, we have Dr. Ruby Powell.
All right. Good morning, everyone. I am glad to be back in the room. I've been gone for a little while, but I'm back. I am Dr. Ruby Powell from Oasis. I'm actually a serial entrepreneur, but primarily Oasis Empowerment Zone, which is a nonprofit organization that empowers single moms to become self-sufficient. Also, Lansing Performing Arts Center in downtown Lansing, which is also a nonprofit performing arts center that believes in education, dedication, and inspiration for those into the arts. And I'm glad to be here.
Well, we are so glad that you're back, Dr. Ruby. Next up, we have Tamiko Dockery. Tamiko.
Good morning, everyone. I am Tamiko Dockery. I'm with the Office of Business Development and Marketing for Montrose Behavioral Hospital, formerly known as Chicago Lakeshore Hospital. It was bought by Acadia, so now it is Montrose Behavioral Health Hospital, and we serve children and adolescents as well as adults, inpatient mental health treatment and an intensive IOP, and PHP is coming in March, so in a month. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Next up, we have Miss Kelly Jones.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kelly Jones. I am a health educator with Cook County Health Department. I work in community engagement and health education. Good to be back. Good to see some new faces interested in exchanging info. I see some interesting professions here that I'd love to collaborate with. Thanks for inviting me, Suzette.
Okay, no problem, and welcome.
Thanks.
Tila, did you get to talk yet? Tila?
I'll be brief. Hi.
Okay, hey, Tila. It's my lion sister.
My name is Tila Mims. I'm a proud lion, grateful to work with such a powerful group of women. I'm also the founder of the Reading Circle. It's a neighborhood community of active readers. Most of our readers are toddlers. And we use self-agency and play to build stronger readers, stronger relationships, and a stronger community. So I'm really proud to be here. And everybody.
We are really glad to have you. All right, and next up we have Miss Kimberly Haynes, my girl.
Hey, everybody. I'm Kimberly. I am the Executive Director for Family to Family Federation for Children's Mental Health. And I am very happy to see a lot of familiar faces who can back up my back in the day LAN story. So welcome everybody, and thank you all for joining. And I want to just also say that Marlo works with me over at Lincoln with the Leo Club, and she's fantastic. So thank you guys.
Hey. Okay, so first up, before we get to our speaker, I would just like to say thank you to the members who have been working with us for our mandated reporter group. So basically, the National Provider Network, LAN 53, we have started a group focusing on the disparities in reporting effectiveness and exploring ways to enhance support for mandated reporters in our area, the Southland. And so I also have on this meeting Tanya Brown, who is with Larabita, who is going to be giving us some information down the road. And we will be inviting you, Tanya, we'll give you information about our next mandated reporter meeting, which we meet once a month. Okay, so I will be following up and giving you information about that. And we just want to make sure that we provide information about what is happening with mandated reporting and why statistically in the Southland suburbs, the numbers are kind of off the chart. So anyway, so we're working with that. And so I just want to say thank you to people from the group, and thank you to our members for participating. Now, Kim, did you want to say something else before I introduce Marlo?
Yeah, I just, excuse me, I just want to make a brief announcement. So we've also partnered with NAMI, and we're going to be hosting Sharing Hope, Healing Through the Arts. It is a conversation series for African American women to kind of talk about mental health, explore. It's a 3-part series. The first 2 sessions are going to be online. The third session is going to involve a journaling art project. It's going to be held in person at the Sand Ridge Nature Center on 158th and Paxton. I am very excited that Ms. Gia Washington is going to be co-facilitating with me on this. So I am dropping the link in the chat box, and I will send out invitations to everybody. So please join us. It's March 9th, 16th, and 23rd. So those are Sundays because we wanted to make sure people had some of their weekend for free. So I dropped the link in the box that says Sharing Hope. So please check it out. And if you can, please register and join us.
Thank you, Kim. Listen, does anybody have any quick announcements before I introduce our speaker? Because I know that some people might have to leave early or whatever. So if you have any quick announcements, you can raise your hand and I'll call on you, and you can put your announcements up there. And then I'm going to introduce our featured speaker today, Ms. Marlo Ingram. Anybody have any announcements?
And also, can you guys drop your, why don't you drop your information in the chat box as well?
Right. Okay, cool. All right. Anybody?
Hey, can I interrupt real fast? The chat box
Absolutely.
only allows you to directly message Kimberly, the host. It doesn't let you message the whole group.
Let me see if I may have to change that on the back end of it. But if we have to go old school, so if you drop something, I'll copy it and paste it and send it to everybody. I'll figure it out on the administrative end.
Okay. Kristen, did you have an announcement or something that you wanted to say? I see that your hand is raised.
Yes, next month I am asking if okay with you, Suzanne, and you, Kim, if everybody could wear the color green for Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month at our meeting.
Okay, so you want people to wear green for Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month next month.
Yeah.
Okay, cool beans on that. All right, anybody else? Okay, Kristen, you could take the little hand down. Okay, so we have, for Black History Month, we have Miss Marlo Ingram, who is a passionate individual whose desire is to see the world healed, okay? And Marlo is an author and an advocate for mental health awareness, and she has developed a special tool, or she has developed special tools for those who have experienced trauma. So I would like to introduce Marlo Ingram, the author of the book Scarred. Marlo, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Suzette. And good morning, everybody. Again, I am so happy to be here this morning to discuss parts of the book and the important key points concerning healing from trauma. It's a lot of people in this room that I really want to connect with, because the things that you all are already doing will be, I believe that this book would do some justice and help, weed out a lot of different things that people go through, especially facing mental health. But a little bit about me. When I started writing this book, it was because I had experienced a lot of trauma in my childhood. And I didn't understand why, as an adult, some things in my life was not panning out the way I wanted to pan out. And then I want to understand why some of my relationships were not quite working as well, and just not even just for personal relationships, but with like relationship with family and friends and different people and associates and peers. And so I had to take a deeper look. So I had talked to a woman. She's my mentor. She's been my mentor for a while. And she let me know, God told her what it was. And she let me know it was the trauma that I experienced that I never got resolved. Now, mind you, I've been to different psychologists. I've been to psychiatrists. So I've been on medication and everything else when it comes to the past things that I've faced in my youth. And I'll tell you, still from all of those years, I say for at least 15 years, dealing with hospitals, going into psych wards, talking to psychiatrists, talking to psychologists, I was still facing the same problems. I never did really get to the root of the issues that I was facing. I never did get a resolve. And so when my mentor told me what I was suffering from, I had to directly go to God and ask him, how can I get help? Because my communication skills, how I respond, how I react to things was just not the way I should have been doing. And so it really is something else, because I have 4 children. I have 2 grandchildren. And one of them, he stays with me. And I was, he's just the sweetest little thing. And so when, sometimes I will get angry and I'll just lash out. And sometimes he'll be the victim. And I have to learn how to, I seen that. And that really hurt me. That really, it crushed me that I was doing that to him. And I remember times when it was done to me and I did not like it. So I said, well, it was something that I definitely, I have to change this. So I really had to, dig deep inside. And for those, I don't know how many people believe in a higher power or God, but I am a person that has personal experience with him. And so through my personal experience, not nobody else's experience, not nothing I read in a book, but by my own experience, I've learned how to sit still and listen back to what he is saying to me, because I know that it has helped me. It has helped me recover from drugs and alcohol and a lot of different things that I was doing in my past, and just all the abuse, mental, physical, verbal, abuse that I faced as a young lady, and as a child. I mean, let's face it, like our parents, are the first people that we meet in life, you know, our mom and the doctor or whatever, but we rely on those people. And this book, this first book, because there's going to be many other books after this one, is all about parents, step parents, foster parents, anybody who have that authoritative figure over the person, you know, over the child. So I know that I experienced a lot of different things, verbal abuse, then even favoritism. That just tears us up as well. When we see that a parent is paying way more attention to another child than you. So, you know, and I just know that they did a lot of things because they didn't know any better. And God began to show me why I experienced some of the things with my parents and why did they do the things that they did, you know. And when he opened my eyes to his perspective, it helped me be able to understand. So when it comes to healing from these events that we may have encountered by our parents, you know, we have to look at it from a whole nother perspective, because if we keep looking at it from just our eyes only, we're going to miss everything, because we're going to be still living in our emotions and our feelings and our thoughts and everything that happened, and we won't be able to see past anything. So that's why it's very important for us to just think about our childhood, because I know most of us, maybe not all of us, have experienced some type of trauma in our past anyway, no matter if it was from a family member, if it was at school, from our peers, in relationships, you know. So different things, you know, are for different people. That's why I decided not to put everything in one book, but to create separate books so that whatever fits you, you'll be able to engage in that book and get the help that you need there. One thing that's very important to me, why I really started it, also not only just because of myself, but because how I see people in the world react today. You can't really say anything to a person. Don't look a person way and don't know them. They can cuss you out. It can get violent. It could just turn. I've seen so many incidents where things have turned violent. And believe me, this is because of trauma. Everything that they experience, how they respond and everything, because I see the pattern in myself. So I see it in other people. I can identify it easily in other people as well. The things that they don't have, that they didn't, you know, wasn't able to connect well with coming up and everything like that too. So I just feel like our world is already not in a really good place, you know. People are just angry. And that needs to be addressed, because it could be a vicious cycle where it's, you know, it's traveling through your whole family. You doing it, so now the next person is doing, your kids are doing it, now your grandkids are doing it. And we have to stop this thing, you know. We have to learn how to start addressing things and stop taking what hurts us so bad and trying to push it down or sweep it under the carpet, right? So one main point I want to make too today is it's time. It's time for us to start healing, because we go through so much in life, period, but we never have the time, because we so wrapped up in working and trying to take care of everybody else and do all these different things. We never put the time to ourselves, what we need, so we can heal mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. You know, we need all of those things. I think that we waited long enough. I know I waited way too long. And I started this journey about 5 years ago, and I'm 56. Okay. But I wish I would have had the courage enough, because sometimes you don't want to face those things that hurt you the most. And sometimes they are pushed down into your subconscious until something may happen to, you know, jar that memory, because things like that have happened to me over the years during my sobriety journey. So this year I'm looking forward to having 16 years of sobriety. And even through that, those things sort of helped me get through, as far as identifying a lot of different things that I went through. But I just believe we have, waited long enough, and we need to start our journey on our healing journey so that we can be able to be more productive in our relationships, in our jobs, with our children, and in different areas. I know some people still have to deal with these childhood things that happen to us even now as adults. And so that's why it's time for us to start and stop hiding or stop being full of fear on getting started, because of whatever we have experienced, it's going to keep haunting us and it's going to distract us, and we're not going to be able to be, reach our full potential, because I understand why some things happen in my life because of just my reaction to certain things. And it's like a residue. So like if you cleaning your counter and you have this type of soap or whatever, and you wipe and you clean down and you do all what you think that you need to do, but it's still some residue left from whatever you was trying to clean out. And that's the thing that we don't understand. Some of those things are some stuff that we will never forget. And then, but it plagues into our life, and we don't understand it because we didn't push this so down in our subconscious, we don't even remember half of the things that has happened to us. I know that I had that experience where God showed me something that happened to me in my life, and I had totally forgot about it, but it was so horrific, right? That I know I suppressed that. I never wanted to remember that. But when he brought it to my attention, I had to look at all of those individuals who were involved, and I had to, listen to God on how I should forgive these people. Because I know one thing, for those who are believers, we know that God says we have to forgive just as well. Because if we don't, he won't forgive us. And I know that I want forgiveness for myself. So I need to learn how to let the people go that did wrong to me. I have to let them go, but I have to forgive them. But that don't never mean that I'm going to forget what they did. And let's not get that wrong. Even when God said that, it's not about us forgetting what they did, but we have to understand some of the dynamics that even put them in that position to do the things that they have done. We never know what they have went through, and that's what I had to learn about my parents. All the things that they went through and they experienced back in history. You would say back in the day, the abuse and the challenges and everything that they had to face in their lives, I'm sure it wasn't pleasant. So we have to realize that and take a step back from our own emotional feelings and our mental thoughts about our abusers. So how should we start this process? I believe that we have to dig deep and stop hiding things or not wanting to face things that we have been through. And once we begin to face the issue, I believe that we have to ask God to help us deal with it, in a way he'll show you. And I'm gonna tell you 100%, if you believe in God, you have to trust him to give you the information you need for yourself, for you to be able to get over each situation that has harmed you. Because like I said, I've been to psychiatrists, I've been to psychologists, and I never did get a resolve for my issues at all. I was still stuck. That's why I was seeing them for those many years on the same issue. The issue hadn't changed, and even with changed psychiatrists and changed psychologists, the issue still didn't change. So it was something deeper that I had to do, which was rely on God to help me. Once the lady, my mentor, had told me what was my issue, And I had to start asking him these questions so I can get it resolved. How can I get over the abuse and the things that I suffered from my parents? And he told me how, so it's so important that we have that understanding. But to, close this off, so I want to get you all's feedback. I just want to say that we must learn how to focus on our entire selves. We take care of our bodies because we want to look good, right? So we'll eat better, we'll exercise, we'll do all what we need to do. We buy the clothes, we get our hair done, nails done, all that stuff, right? We gotta we go to certain events to keep up with our social lives. We do all of those different things as well. We also take care of a lot of other people. We want to check on them, how they doing, how they feeling, and everything else. And we're good at that. But that still is avoiding us. We need to start taking out the time so we can concentrate on the things that we are really dealing with and look a little deeper than what we've been looking, so that we can become better, better for ourselves, better for our community, our children, our family, our friends, even in the workplace. Because if you have this attitude that you carry about yourself, it sort of disrupt the whole workplace atmosphere. Who wants to be around someone that has a negative attitude all the time? You can't say anything to them without them having a negative response. So we have to learn how to deal with those things as well, and take the time to focus on our deep-rooted issues that we've been avoiding for years. There's no more time for us pushing it down. I feel like the world is just clashing with each other. And yeah, because we face a lot of different things that's not even, going on at the time. We still angry about the things that happened in the past that never got resolved. So we've taken all of that. We bleeding all over everybody with our issues. And I just believe today, right now, is the time to do that. So I want to leave the floor open for responses for people that want to talk back. And I do want to connect with some people because you all, you are dealing head on with the mental health issue. Thank you.
Okay, so Marlo, where can people pick up this book?
Okay. This is the book. This is how I look. And you can go to Amazon.
Amazon?
You can go to Amazon and put in Scarred, SCARRED, but you also have to put my name in it because there's a lot of different books with Scarred on it. And I think Kim just put it in the link in
She just put it in the chat. Yeah, she just put it in the chat
and then
box.
I have over 100 books with me as well.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna plan on doing a book signing. So, but if you all need my information, is it on there? I can put it in the chat for you. Can, if you live close by, I can even just bring you copies myself. But because I believe that this book will be a good start for groups, different groups, and especially older adults and different things like that, so that they can start their journey. And then, once you learn how to do something and it works well for you, then you can pass that on and help other people. Because it's all about,
Go ahead. No, it's all about what?
I was going to say, it's all about us, helping each other and encouraging each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, if I get something, this is me. I'm not the type of person, if I get something good, I'm not going to hold on to it just for myself. Okay, it worked for me. Ooh, it's mine. No, I want to give it away to somebody, because especially if it can help them be a better them.
Okay, how much is the book?
$10.
Okay. Hey, that's in my budget.
I made it exclusively so that no one would have an excuse not to be able to afford the book.
Okay. All right, does anybody else have any questions? Because I am the watcher on the time, and I am the time person. I'm looking at the time, and we don't really want to go over 11 o'clock. We just want to keep it at 1 hour. But does anybody else have any questions? And I agree 100%, Marlo. Self-care is precious, and we as providers and we as people who take care of other people, it's very important for us to provide self-care for ourselves.
Exactly.
Okay, so does anybody else? Oh, Dr. Ruby Powell has her hand raised. Dr. Ruby?
I'm sorry, I was trying to get off mute. I just wanted to congratulate Marlo on this journey that she's been on and the bravery that she has shown in being vulnerable enough to tell her story. So often we hide behind the shame of what we've experienced. And when we've come through it, we don't give others the opportunity to heal along with us. And so thank you for sharing your journey so that others can be healed as well.
Yeah, thank you. Anybody else have any questions for Marlo? Because probably Kim is going to end with a couple of announcements, but I want to give anybody else an opportunity if they have any questions for Marlo to speak right on up. If not, one thing I want to say is that Tanya, I will be in touch. Okay, I'll be in touch. And then Kim,
So we
our
did
fearless leader. Kim, you want to end is because it's about 11:15.
Yes. So
Okay.
we did have a comment from Maureen to congratulate Marlo on her sobriety.
Okay.
And I want to echo everybody's sentiment. Thank you for the presentation. Thank you for sharing. And I just want to just make a brief announcement. We will continue to have our meetings on Zoom. We did have an in-person meeting back in October that was hosted by Bloom Township. It was really successful. We had a great group. Bloom was an excellent host. And so we would like to entertain a thought of doing more monthly meetings, more in-person meetings. It was just nice to see people in real life off of the little bitty square on the Zoom box. I want to take some time to welcome Kara. We have been working with UIC for the past few years, and they always send us a really bright and talented intern. So we're really looking forward to working with you, Kara. She not only works with our land, she works with other lands across the state. And as you all know, there has not been a lot of funding coming through to the land. And so it's really hard to get the level of commitment, especially around the leadership level. Typically, lands have 2 conveners. So Suzette and I have been kind of holding it down for the past couple of years. So I'm always asking people if they want to be part of the steering committee, if they want to be part of a working group. And I would just like to appeal to you to consider that. It is a little bit of work. We have to kind of be led by the data that we receive from DCFS. But one of the things that we've always talked about is that, yes, we definitely want to partner with DCFS. I think that the mission to address the issues around child welfare are not only timely, they're important in our community, but I don't want us to be limited to only looking at DCFS as the main supporter. There's a lot of movements happening right now within the Southland, to whereas one of the challenges that we have is sort of a lack of connection and cohesion amongst agencies and organizations, to where it's really hard to kind of put a handle on what's happening. So we have been consistently working towards bringing back wraparound services so that we can at least be in a position to take in referrals and kind of farm those out to the organizations around us, which means it will give us an opportunity to help providers reach their capacity and even expand their capacity, but it also would allow us to have a better idea on what resources are not only available, but those resources that are missing. And so please respond to those emails. We'll be reaching out. I want to echo Suzette's appreciation for those that have been working with the mandated reporter group. That group sort of emerged out of that October meeting where we looked at the data and saw some disparities with respect to how reports are being handled from the schools versus law enforcement. And coming to an understanding that maybe there's something that we as a LAN can do to better support those mandated reporters, and not only understanding how to make reports, but also making sure that they have resources that they can lean on if they are identifying families that may need some additional help, so that we can maybe prevent some things from occurring versus just, being reactive. I'm also going to repost in the chat box, and of course, I'll send you guys the link by email, the upcoming events for the Sharing Hope event. It's going to be really nice. It's a 3-part discussion series for African American women. It's a safe space. I would invite all of you to come as Black women and leave your titles at the door, and let's reconnect and talk about some of the issues that we as Black women face. And then I'm really excited about hosting the 3rd part of the series at the Sandridge Nature Center. If you guys have not visited the Sandridge Nature Center, it's a beautiful portion of the Forest Preserve right out here in the Southland. And so I think you'll really enjoy it. We're going to do a really nice journaling art project for the end of it, and it's free. So please come out and join us. And I see that Tila has her hand up as well. So Tila, come on off of the microphone, girl.
There we go. Also, I want to mention regarding NAMI that's a program that has comparable programs for different ethnicities. So this is happening in the Latino spaces, in Muslim spaces, and the structure behind it and the planning, it's been phenomenal. So just keep in mind that this is something that's already moving. The trains already left the station. So it'd be great to have y'all join. Okay.
Oh, and I'm sorry, I have one more announcement, and this is from Hope Cyber Lions, which I have a few of my Lion members on. So one of the projects that we've been doing through our Lions Club is the pop-up closets. And so the pop-up closets, we come out, we bring our clothing racks, we hang the clothes, we fold them, and we give away the clothes for free. It's a really good experience. People love coming and being able to look through the items, and we get some really nice donations. So if you have clients, we get donations from men, women, and children. So we would love to come and set up a pop-up closet at your organization. We have a lot of stuff to give away. So let me know if that's something that you may be interested in. And like Suzette, I know we're watching time, and I do have some other things that are coming into the chat box. And you all, I'm literally having to go in and retype them. So give me a second. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I could just say that the clothing giveaway that we did last week at Lincoln Elementary School was awesome. And I would just encourage people to, if you have clothing or things that you want to donate, just let myself or Kim know, and we'll pick it up. And the next pop-up clothing giveaway that we have, we will invite people to come out, or we will give you information so you can tell people that who is in need to come out. Okay. Kim, anybody else? Tila, is your hand up?
Raise your hand up again.
Okay. Okay. Tila and then Tanya. Tila, did you have anything?
Oh, no, ma'am. I just hadn't taken my hand down.
Okay. All right. So Tanya Brown, where you at, girl? Oh, I see.
Right here.
Okay. There you go.
So mine's is really, really quick. I am super excited about the clothing give out, because sometimes we have families that come here for emergency forensic interviews, and sometimes they don't have anything, like no clothes, no shoes, nothing like that. So that will be good. I really want to be included in that. The second thing is that Larabita is partnering with Stone Soup, where they have a networking organization where everybody comes together in the South Suburban LAN, where we just come and learn about each other and do partners, something similar just as this. And you all are all welcome. I did send Kim like the flyer. The last day to RSVP is the 27th of February. And so it's a really, really big turnout. It will be at, I believe it's Glenwood Academy School. And so you all are all welcome. Just send a quick email or give me a call and say that you want to come. You'll be added to the list. We even have a local place that is donating soup, like lasagna soup and cream of chicken and rice soup, homemade from a Black-owned organization, cooking. I forget what it's called. Poppin' Plates. That's what it's called. In Park Forest. So you're all welcome. That's it.
And Tanya, can you send me that by email and then I'll send it to everybody on the call?
Absolutely, I can.
Thank you.
Okay, and Tanya, as far as the clothing giveaway, the pop-up closet, you know what? It would be awesome if Larabita would host it one time, and we will bring all of the clothes and everything to Larabita, and then people can come and they can just get what they need.
I definitely will be interested in that. I have to have a conversation with my director. Our building is not that big. Let me just say that now. We don't even have the space for ourselves, but we'll see. I'm not saying no.
Okay. Or if you know somewhere else that we can do this, then we can provide the workers, Cope Lions, the Lions Club. Most of our members work with this pop-up, and then we will, have the donations and we will bring them.
Okay. Well, let me have a conversation with her. That'll be good.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, we got 6 minutes left.
We got 4 minutes left.
Right.
Okay. Anybody else? Marlo, your hand up?
Their hands
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I want to say something to Ms. Brown about what she's doing. I think that that's really a great thing, and that's why I really want to try to connect with you as well, because there's different things I believe that we can do together to help the parents be better and more productive with their children, dealing with the DCFS and the different challenges you all face.
Very good.
As well.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. That's it.
I agree.
Kristen,
Thank you.
Got your hand up, Kristen?
Yes. If it okay with you, Suzette or you, Kim, that next month it's Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month. Can we ask everybody to wear the color green on the meeting?
Okay, Kristen, yes, we can do that. And I've already said that, but okay, yes. So just a repeat. Next month, Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month, and we encourage everyone to wear green. Okay? All right. Anybody else? Okay, so my clock says 10:57. I don't know, Kim, what you got going on over there. Okay.
We are doing good. We have this 1 hour thing down to a science. We used to meet for 2 hours. And we got it down to an hour, and I think that everybody's happy with that.
Okay, so one more thing before we go, Kim. Next month is Women's History Month, and who's going to be our presenter?
I think we're going to have Dr. Twin Green from the Lincoln Option Center, and I'm really excited about that because Dr. Green was she may not have been the original one of the original LAN members, but I know when I first started with the LAN about 15 or so years ago that Dr. Green was there. So it's been really exciting to reconnect with her. And I think one of her colleagues mentioned that they have a doula program. Yeah. So they're going to have someone to come out and talk with us about that because it is Women's History Month.
Okay. All right. So listen, everybody go out there, stay warm, come back next month. Tanya, I'll be in touch. Marlo, thank you very much. And have a great day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.